All right, we left off. We have two problems with the shaded figures. What we're supposed to do is we're supposed to find a function for the height of a rectangle that as a function of x. So there's a rectangle put inside this. It's kind of hard. It's easier to see in the books pictures. I tried to make it, but it didn't come out very well. So I tried to put it here. Pretty much the height from here to here for any given x value. So that's what we're trying to find. It's really not that difficult to find the height because what you're doing is for any given x, the height is just the distance from here minus this distance, right? Right, if I ask you to find the distance of a rectangle up here, and I told you that this value is at y equals 6, and this distance is at y equals 4, the height of that rectangle will be 2, right? You just take 6 minus 4. Well, we do the same thing here. The only difference is this y value is always changing. So we have to make it a function that we can plug in any x value that we want to. So what we do is we take h of x is we take this y value, which this y value is constant, right? That y value is always 3. Minus this y value. Well, this y value is always changing. But we know what this y value is at any given time. At any given time, this y value is 4x minus x squared. So there's a function for the height. A lot of times these are just a little bit more difficult to understand than they are to do because there really was no work to it. You just take one y value minus the other y value. All right, that makes sense? So this is actually an application for a calculus again. I can make sure it's not on the quiz tomorrow, if you don't want it on the quiz tomorrow. Yeah. After we finish, we got one more. Okay, so one more. Okay, so this one messes with people because you're used to working with the x values. This one is asking for a function in terms of y. Because we want the length. We want to go sideways. Any guesses to what Ly would be? Well, what's the largest value for this? So we're trying to find the length of this rectangle. What's the larger value? 2. Right? The larger end of this rectangle is sitting here at 2. Because if we're finding the length, what values are we subtracting? So I want to find the length. So I'm subtracting x values, right? So this x value is sitting at 2. This x value, well, this x value here is changing all the time. What's the value of this x value? Yeah. This one's changing all the time. It's the cube root of 2y. So to find this length here, I would just need to subtract those two. There you go. That's it. All right, now, as far as your homework for this section, your homework for this section isn't changing, but I'm adding on a review assignment. The review assignment is going to have work for all the sections. So let me move this down a little bit. I'm going to put this on a separate sheet because this isn't actually for this unit or this section. Okay, so this is going to start on page 117. Okay, just do 5B and C. You don't have to do 5A. Yeah. No. Unfortunately, the best thing you can do to review for your homework is going to be look over those quizzes, because this doesn't have everything in the review section, but this will at least take you back and remind you of some of the formulas and stuff that you need. And I'm trying to make this a little bit shorter without taking away everything that you need. Okay, I guess I could have left that one there. Okay, that should give you a nice kind of review. Again, that doesn't necessarily cover everything. You should also kind of review back through your homework and the quizzes. You guys are going to have some work time, so during your work time, I'll try to hand back all the assignments that I've graded and everything like that.